So here we are in the garden allotment. Today is the 23rd of June, so we're on the running now. The nights are drawing in. I thought I'd do an early summer update on my allotment garden and where we are. So quick whiz around. So first of all, the greenhouse, which is looking very full. So all down this side. I'll start at the back. We have tomatoes, lots of them. So these are at the end here. These are Roma, I mentioned before. They are sort of small to medium plum tomatoes, good for cooking and good for eating. And then these really tall ones up here, and there's one sort of behind, are called sweet aperitif, and they are cherry tomatoes, and they are already producing nicely. And then these two at the front are San Marzano, the classic Italian plum tomato. These went in late, they're smaller because they went in much later than the others. I'm experimenting to see whether they do better in the greenhouse or outside, supposedly outside, but we'll see. And then at the back here we've got just peppers, regular peppers, we'll see how they do, another experiment. And then sort of under here we've got the grow bag with courgettes, which are sort of growing everywhere. They have sort of started producing bits. We'll see how they go. And then over here in the corner, I need to tie that up. We have cucumbers. They're producing masses. These are quite small cucumbers. This is as big as they grow. There's loads on here, and I've already had about 4 or 5. They're actually a perfect size because well, especially for me on my own, I don't throw any away basically. But I've got so many, I think I will have to pickle some. So that's this is the one crop I did grow at the allotment, which I lifted a week or two back. They're in here in the greenhouse to dry out properly so I can store them. Bit disappointing. I mean, that's a huge elephant garlic. That did okay, but most of them were quite small, and I think the problem is that the weather being as it is, it's brought forward their sort of maturity date. They've matured really early, but they've not grown any quicker, so they've matured at a smaller size, and can't do much about it. We'll see. And then over here we have the climbing beans, runner beans on one side and French beans on the other. They're doing all right. We'll see how they do. Haven't produced any yet. And then in front of them we've got Swiss chard, which are getting eaten by pigeons basically. And then in front of those we've got shallots, which have sort of drooped now, and they've been eaten by Milo. And then in front of those, around the edge, we've got some spring onions. They look the same, but they're obviously different. I think I'm going to have to cover this with netting to protect it from both the dogs and the pigeons. And then round here we've got the broad beans. Really disappointing though, they've not grown brilliantly. They've been really badly infected by black fly, and haven't really produced anything as a result. There's a few little bits there, but overall not very good. And then all round the outside there are beetroot, which are doing okay. And then in the back we have corn, sweet corn, and they've taken ages to get really going and to take. One in there's supposed to be a matrix of 9 here, but the one in the middle didn't take and died off. But the others look as though they're going to be okay. And then here we have masses of spuds basically. So there's 6 big tubs and 1 sort of small to medium tub, and these are the main crop effectively. So these are will go through, as long as I can keep watering them, to the autumn really, and then be lifted and they'll overwinter nicely. And then round here we've got 3 small tubs of what are called second earlies. So those will be ready to lift in sort of like mid-July, well, maybe a bit early this year, but I'm away until sort of late July, so they'll be okay till I come back. And even if the leaves die down, they'll store okay in dry soil for a bit. And then these are the outside tomatoes. These ones are a variety called Costelluto Fiorentino. This Italian beef tomato variety. Then these are the outside San Marzanos. So it'd be interesting to see how these fare compared to the greenhouse ones. Supposedly better outside, but and then these are ones I've had before. It's usually Dorite Gourmand. So these are a French style of beef tomato. And then we have lettuce leaves salad. These are sort of pick individual leaves and keep coming, so do nicely. And finally strawberries, which have got lots of little buds but not really doing much. Anyway, there we are. That's where we're up to, sort of late June.